wasn't able to fly today because so much happenings. If you're wondering about the process on how to travel with your bicycle, here's how it is. Traveling as a normal backpacker is different when you're traveling with your bicycle. So when you're traveling with your bicycle, it's a long process and you really have to know the logistics and you'll get used to it once you do it most of the time. This is actually just my third time to fly with my bicycle, so I'm not yet familiar. So it's a lot of process if you're gonna travel with your bicycle. It's a long way. Like going to the airport, I have to find a bike box and it took me a lot. Oh, I went to 5 different bicycle shops and they don't have boxes. They don't store it anymore. So, yeah, I really have to I really have to go to different bicycle shops. And then after that, oh my gosh, so noisy here. After that, I finally found a bike box and I have to pay 1,000 pesos, around 1,000 pesos for that one. And when I already have a box, I figure out I book a luggage pickup, but it doesn't cover the location. So before actually deciding where you're gonna stay before your flight, you have to make sure it's in the center because that's where it's all accessible. Most of the bookings are in the tourist spot. So I stayed on a non-touristy stuff for free, but I have to pay a lot. Like I book a taxi just for my bicycle to go to the bus station, and when I arrive at the bus station, yeah, thankfully they allowed my bicycle to be in there. It's supposed to be just 2 luggage, and I have around 3. So yeah, first of all, you need to book a flight. After booking a flight, you have to make sure the policy about the bicycle thing, like what are their process if you're gonna bring a bicycle. All you have to do first, what I've learned is, don't just look for cheap flights. Make sure they're not charging more for. And then after arriving at the bus station, it took 2 hours. It's more expensive if you take from that place compare if you take to the tourist spot because it's very centric, yeah. Arrive at the airport, very smooth. It's my first time to arrive 5 hours before my flight. And it turns out I actually booked 30 kilos of baggage allowance. So this airline, it's a cheap, low-cost airline. So I prefer booking to low-cost airline because if I book to big airlines company, they charge a lot. So I decided to book here. Yeah, they have very cheap baggage allowance. I booked a 30 kilo baggage allowance for my bicycle, but I still have tons of stuff. So I figure out that I cannot add more baggage allowance. Like you have to book it at least 3 days before or 3 hours before your flight, and I cannot add it anymore. I don't know why. So I decided to just ask it to the counter. And when I arrive at the counter, yun na ba yung flight ko? I don't know. Maybe I'm boarding already. I don't know. It's already 11:30. Luggage allowance. Like I booked Singapore Airlines before, but if you have additional baggage, it's more way expensive. So yeah, after that, after booking a flight, you have to go to the airport, and by going to the airport, you need to box your bicycle. You have to know the process and how to box your bicycle and like deflating and assembling it from scratch, like removing headset, handlebar, seat post, and stuff. So that's what usually it takes one day. And by that, you will need to find a bike box or bicycle box, and yeah. And finally, you found a bicycle box. Now you have to go to the airport. Most of the airport are not accessible by bicycle, so you have to take a taxi to get to the airport. And yeah, I took a taxi. It cost me a lot, and I wasn't able to fly yesterday, so I have to spend one day here at the airport. And I didn't do video yesterday because I was so stressed and I cried a lot because I don't know what to do. It cost me a lot of money. What happened is they asked me yesterday if I want to pay for the excess fee. like it's around 700 pesos per kilo. It's a lot because I have like 20 kilos of excess baggage. I was trying to book online, but I cannot find, I cannot add any more baggage because it turns out that you can only have 40 kilos per person, and the maximum load per, I think this is applicable to all, the maximum load for a specific baggage is 32 kilos, and I have 32.8 kilo yesterday. And after that, I still have hand carry. Hopefully they won't weigh it today. So I have so much camera gears that I cannot put on the check-ins. They allowed me to rebook the next day, and I just have to pay 2,500 yen. And after paying 2,500 yen, I talked to the customer service because I cannot really add baggage even though they rebooked me to the next day. So it turns out, yeah, they only allowed 40 kilos per person. And after, she told me, the agent told me that it's better if I book 40 kilos than my actual allowance, which is just 30 kilos. So I have 40 kilos and I have to pay for the handling fee. So it's really okay because my baggage is exactly 40 kilos. Yeah, it's a long journey just to get here, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna be worth it. Now I'm boarding. I haven't finished this video, and I'm just gonna tell what happened to my next stop. Bye.